And in the locker room, all eyes on the prize. Everything they've been working toward this season culminates tonight. The biggest stars have aligned in the biggest night in basketball. This series has gone down to the wire. The air is thick with excitement and anticipation. Welcome, everyone, to NBA Finals Game 7. Winner take all. A season of joy and pain will end here tonight. And thank you for making us part of your night on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Underdogs, Greg, they weren't even supposed to be here at this point, but they've been fantastic the entire postseason.
I mean, it's hard to think of a greater accomplishment. Winning Game 7 of the NBA Finals on the road. But
I agree.
They've shown they can beat this team. They believe in themselves. And, Kevin, I think they've got a real shot.
I do, too. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Siakam passes to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Halliburton a screen on Holmgren. Shots good by Siakam.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Count that bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Dagnall. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's going to pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
It's his first trip to the line. Good from Halliburton. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane. And he gets the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic uses that athleticism.
Siakam outside. To the inside. Neesmith off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Halliburton passes to Nemo. To the middle. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. 2 points. That one goes. He's got 8. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Nembhard with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And he's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Halliburton with it. Williams picks him up. Halliburton kicks to Turner. No good with the triple. The Thunder leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Pass to Nembhard. Nesmith with the bounce pass. Cranes the three-pointer. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Halliburton with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And finished off by Halliburton.
Excellent awareness and effort. Halliburton getting involved and finishing that time on the break.
It's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Siakam outside. For the 3. They get it again. Thunder have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Shots good by Williams.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Walls is checked in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin is certainly taking it in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Pacers making the shot. And there's the drive. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. And Indiana, another 3.
Yeah, you gotta get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Pass to Caruso. Wiggins dishes to Williams. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the night here.
First team foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City, Williams. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
I
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
And it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Halliburton.
Halliburton using his length and getting in the lane.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. But giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
He takes it in, and McConnell gets it to go. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Toppin. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. For the Thunder, Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Keeping that ball absolutely on the string. Gilgeous-Alexander capable of getting creative.
Here's Nembhard. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Indiana. It's Nembhard on the wing, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Halliburton, Caruso grabs the miss.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
A nice shot by Hartenstein.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. The Pacers also changing it up. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Nesmith in for Benedict Mathurin. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Halliburton. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
And Halliburton slams it in.
And that's an emphatic 2 points from Tyrese Halliburton.
Outside Williams, drives to the hoop. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Williams has got 13 points.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Halliburton, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Indiana gets the 3, and the shot goes in.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off, made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Outside Mathurin. Thunder with the rebound. 1:39 left in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers trail by 5. Out left of the wing. Neesmith can't get it to go. Oklahoma City shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. And it goes down 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 now in this quarter.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
To Nembhard. They set the screen. And the 3 off target. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 24. Yep, it counts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
How about the agility of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, able to get around that inside contact?
Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. One on Holmgren.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Thunder shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Over in the corner, Dort. 6 to shoot. Wallace finds Holmgren. Releases. Wallace misses.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Siakam. And he gets it to go from the high post. Siakam's got 11.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Thunder out in front, leading by 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about this shot. It's all good. Let's hear it for the participant.
And it's the 2K Halftime Show, Game 7, and the story so far is the quality start for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella.
No need to take a million jumpers. Work with the rock down low. Good things will happen, don't you know?
Ooh, you're rhyming and you didn't even know it. A poet.
Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking the Earthling that question because me, I never got nervous. I instilled fear in my opponents. So let's see who's built for this pressure.
The Diesel, pulling no punches, as usual. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And here now the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Door to screen on Halliburton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Now here's Nesmith. 5 points in the game. It's Nembhard on the wing. Turner against Hartenstein. Clock at 6. Halliburton looking around. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Dort. Now Hartenstein. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Halliburton. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA doesn't rely on the three to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Nembhard with it. Now Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Shoots over Holmgren. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Dort. It's rebounded by Indiana. And here is Nesmith. 5 points in the game. Pass to Turner. Here's Siakam. Shoots over Holmgren. Siakam misses.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pacers trail by 11. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Can't connect from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Pass to Turner. To end the drought. The Thunder pull it in. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Dort. Down low, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Nembhard with it. Halliburton outside. Back to Nembhard. Siakam outside. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Indiana again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dort kicks to Williams. Fires top of the key. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And Indiana with a change here, too. Mathurin's checked in. Pacers trail by 15. 1:56 left here in the third quarter. Siakam, a screen on Caruso. He had a nice open look right there. And it's 8 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To get open is Hartenstein. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points here in the second half. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Turner against Hartenstein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
For the Thunder, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Then for the Pacers, Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. 1:09 left to play in the third. Wiggins outside. Pass to Williams. Out to Wallace. The three-pointer, no good. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. A 12-point game. Here's McConnell. Inside. Here's Siakam. Nails the baby hook. Siakam's got 13.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Wallace finds Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Caruso looking for an opening. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Siakam outside. Turner with a screen on Wiggins. For 3, Siakam. That shot off. And so it's Oklahoma City looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish.
Taking a look at Indiana. One game, winner take all to determine the champion. Grant, talk about the pressure of a Game 7 on the road.
Well, B.A., it doesn't get much greater, but they're built for this. They've showed it all season long. The summer is the time to rest, so leave it all on the line now.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And it's Indiana's ball. Halliburton for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander against Siakam. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive, and he banks in the layup.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Three-pointer, Halliburton buries it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, defended by Halliburton.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
So it's Oklahoma City now. After the basket by Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the shot goes down.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Neesmith. Here's Nembhard. Kicks it out to Siakam. Launches a 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Thunder trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
A guard who can do it all. Halliburton is solid at feeding the rock to his guys.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Dort. Williams on the wing. Fires for 3. Indiana with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Neesmith passes to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pacers leading by 3. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the bucket by the Pacers. Misses the 3. Here's Turner. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
The Pacers making a switch here. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Shepard. A minute 9 left to play in the first. Siakam outside. Screen by Toppin. A good look from Siakam. Second chance shot. And it's finished by Toppin as he lays it in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside, Williams. Back to Wallace. To the left wing. Wiggins outside. Pass to Caruso. Williams from long range. Hits a three-pointer.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Siakam outside. The Thunder with the rebound. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Williams. Lets it fly. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Indiana ahead. They're up by 4. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And the energy is palpable in this arena. Welcome back to the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Indiana?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
And now we'll send it over for a report on Chet Holmgren.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Oklahoma City's head athletic trainer. He shared with me that it's a sprain to the elbow. They've got plenty of ice on it right now to hopefully keep the inflammation down. And with so much at stake, it really is a worst-case scenario to suffer an injury here in the finals. Send it back your way.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
McConnell passes to Halliburton. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it. And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
McConnell finds Halliburton. For 3. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. And he can't get that one.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. Just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you got to go for it.
Back to McConnell. And it's Walker. That time on the assist from McConnell. Walker's gotten his first basket of the night.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Yes! Tough points from Tyrese.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north. in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gord comes in for Wallace. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Halliburton, the pass to Toppin. And the slam dunk by Toppin.
No way Halliburton was going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Matherin. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Turner covering. Releases. The shot, no good. Pacers leading by 4. Pass to Siakam from deep. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 8.
You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Halliburton. Taking it inside. SGA.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Greg, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Siakam finds Halliburton to the inside. Siakam outside. Sinks it from distance. Siakam's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Pass to Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 27. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
For Indiana, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Halliburton on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Doesn't go that time.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Nembhard outside. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trail by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 31 points. Indiana's gone 50% from the perimeter in the second, shooting 4 of 8. And the Thunder shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Six on the shot clock. Fires it. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, you look at the nerves they must be feeling. Kenny, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
Oh, I felt it for myself. Nothing in the world like it. At the eye of the storm.
I'm going to have to defer to Kenny on this when I wrapped up my final trips in 6 games max. Win or lose.
Sometimes 4.
Good job.
When you lost. But
yes.
Whatever.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Thunder with a lead. Outside for Dort. Clock at 6. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Dort's got his first basket.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Halliburton draws the double. There's the triple. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Turner. Launches it. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. To the wing, right side. Here's the three. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 33 points for him. That one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 35 in the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Halliburton for three. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And Indiana misses again.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Now here's Caruso. The D's right on him. He shoots it. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Nesmith. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a nice finish on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 39.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
He's lost his momentum in a big hurry. Coming off an excellent quarter, now he just can't find the bucket.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Nembhard.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
This is his second trip to the line of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. Wallace, he's checked in for Caruso. The Pacers also with a sub. Matherin's checked in for Nesmith. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots a fadeaway. Goes back up. Hartenstein, no good. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Matherin. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 4 assists now tonight. The Thunder have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 41.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Halliburton, pass to Siakam, down low. Here's Nembhard. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wiggins comes in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. A minute 42 left in the third quarter here. And it's McConnell on the drive. Good on the bucket. McConnell's got his first points of the night. The Thunder have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's Williams. Again, Oklahoma City.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Toppin outside. The shot's good. Toppin's got 6. The Thunder have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Shot from the low post is good.
Man, he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. 9 points in the game.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
And Jalen Williams again. And the Thunder lead by 3.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Inside, here's Nembhard. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Nembhard's got his second basket of the night.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And here is Williams. He's got 11. It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. McConnell with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Walker. Halliburton outside. Back to Walker. McConnell from outside. Drops in the 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Good. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Sometimes when you've got that much room, you can't resist doing something special.
Halliburton outside. Another 3 for Indiana.
Tyrese Halliburton, take a bow, young fella. You deserve it. You have been outstanding.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points. Indiana leading by 3. Releases. Halliburton, no good. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Another one falls. Amazing.
Talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. Man, this guy is clutch. Outside Walker. Pass to Toppin. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Jang doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Toppin. Indiana has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Mather finds Toppin. McConnell outside. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins. Caruso, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Dort in for Joe. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 49 in the game.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Siakam. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. And yes, another basket.
And what a night he's had. That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for his team.
He's been nothing short of amazing tonight. A legendary playoff performance for him. And here's Indiana now, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And Indiana misses again. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 2-point game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Neesmith. Three-pointer. Dort grabs the miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. To the middle. Halliburton punching in. Tipped.
A strong, fearless defender. Dort doesn't back down from taking chances and going after spots.
To tie it up, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance effort. And Hartenstein with the lay-in. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points of the night.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Halliburton outside. Indiana again missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Now here's Dort. Halliburton with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Siakam for 3. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Another one goes! Incredible!
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Here's Halliburton. It's Rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's giving up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound by Turner.
What a response from these terrific fans. So in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
The franchise record for points in a playoff game. He's going off when it matters most. "16 seconds left to play in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
I mean, he can do it all. Shoot, facilitate, great skills for the young Halliburton.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. Dort outside. And it's good. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, it's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free. And the Indiana Pacers are the new NBA champions.
We appreciate everyone for coming to tonight's game. Make sure
They go on the road and take care of business, and now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning a championship with all of it on the line. What an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions. And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Introducing the world champion.
Middleton outside. Here we are, Richard, coming down the final stretch here, and a lot left to play for. If your team is on the cusp, man, you are holding on tight.
This is the stretch where you can make or break your season. Some teams find a gear that carries them from here to a championship. Others, they come up a little short, trying just a little too hard.
And by now, we know how much it would mean to MP to win Rookie of the Year. He recognizes he's only got one shot at it.
And this may disappoint some fans, but I just have not seen MP be able to set himself apart from the other contenders. This might be his last chance to make the kind of strong impression that could draw some of the votes his way. He needs to put everything he has into this game. Honestly, even with that, it may not be enough.
And now Washington starting group. They've got Chris Middleton, Sarr out there with Jordan Poole, and it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Washington with the ball after the miss from Cruz. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I spoke with the Celtics head coach a little bit ago. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Primetime. Here's Horford. Here's Primetime. He had 15 points last outing.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Sarr. That one falls.
Showing some strength on that finish. Sarr just pushing through that contact.
Celtics trail by 7. Here's Primetime. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 6 points for Primetime.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
Poole, the pass to Champagnie. Nice ball movement by Washington. Poole, no good.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
Now here's Middleton. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. To Champagnie. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Cruz. It's rebounded by Poole.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammates.
Checked in for Washington. Marcus Smart comes in for Chris Middleton. Here's George, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
First one falls for him. And George drops them both. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. White is out there with prime time, and it's Horford in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Here's George. Pass to Bay. Brogdon outside. Smart wide open, he fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Smart's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards. Here's Primetime, guarded by Smart. And it's Primetime missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bay finds Brogdon. No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 17. Here's Cruz. Rebounded by the Wizards. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
A baseline J. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
George with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 7 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Primetime missing.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And you can't make many mistakes when guarding Brogdon, or he'll unleash his size and strength in full throttle.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Celtics making a switch here. Craig's checked in. Most of the season completed, a good picture developing as to the top rookies in the league. So let's take a look now at the race for Rookie of the Year. You look at Primetime. All season long he's been getting it done for his team, and that's why he is sitting in that number 2 spot and making a strong case, guys, for number 1.
And at number 2, he still has an excellent chance to walk away with the hardware for Rookie of the Year.
He's got to make a little bit of a push here at the end of the season, but we know he can do it. He's already had a few runs this year where he has been unstoppable.
Here's Primetime, guarded by Poole. To the paint and taken away by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Bucket is good. Primetime's got 6 in the quarter.
Great anticipation from Brown. It's almost like he can read the ball handler's mind.
Poole, the pass to Champagnie. Pass to Carrington. Down low, here's Poole. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's primetime, guarded by Poole, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Shoot two.
And he can't get the first one. Boston making a switch here. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Song. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Pritchard, he's checked in for prime time.
From the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Washington holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq. And now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you can say you won the draft.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Wizards.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows today. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
2.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Boston shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. They've got Jordan Poole. Chris Middleton is out there with Song. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard spot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Poole, the pass to Champagnie. Back to Poole. A 3-ball. Al Horford with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Cruz. Washington with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Champagnie, guarded by Tatum. Here's Poole. Fires the three. Again, the miss by Poole.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Cruz. Horford trying to free himself up. It's rebounded by Poole. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's an 18-point lead. Nailed from three-point land.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And he drives in, and it's prime time missing. Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. In the corner, Middleton with it. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Brown outside. Looking to end his cold spell, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul. First team.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
For 2, Cruz.
He's off on the first. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
A difficult situation for Boston. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And it's prime time missing. Washington's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Poole. There's the triple. It's good from long range. Poole's got 6 in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Some changes for Boston. Hauser's checked in, and it's Drew Holiday in for White. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Washington. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Poole. Celtics call time.
Boston. How about another hand for the Celtics Entertainment?
Boston's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Tatum and Horford man the post positions. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. And it's Cruz in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
He misses the free throw. No good on the second free throw.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Pass to Coulibaly. Smart kicks to George. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's 13 points for George.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Cruz. And he comes up with the deuce. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. to the inside. Here's Bay, and Tatum pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Primetime. Five on the clock. And shot on the way. The kick out to Brown. And the three ball is good. Brown's got himself on the board with three there.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Smart on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Primetime, guarded by Smart. Here's Cruz. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brogdon with it. He's picked up by White. Nice shot by Smart.
It's been all about Marcus Smart tonight. He's giving them everything he's got.
Boston's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finished with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Marcus Smart.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Brogdon finds Koulibaly. Hits it from three-point range.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Cruz. Takes it off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And Washington can just let the clock run down here. Now here's Smart. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
Just got to tighten up and get him next time. Good game, Pete. Hey, they're professionals too.
little fella with me, cameraman, man. Yeah, ugly fella. You know? Oh yeah, we live now. Working my shoulder. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. I balance up, I balance up, I balance up, I balance. They talking about push through. Push who? Lil James in this thing, man.
Let's hear it for the starting five of your Oklahoma City Thunder. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5. At the center position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. At the power forward position, 7 feet 1 inches, number 7, Chad. The other forward, standing 6'5", number 8, Jalen Williams. At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shea Alexander.
It's a rare and wonderful thing for the NBA Finals to come down to a single game. And after an intense series, these teams are ready to do whatever it takes to walk away with the win. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. With how these teams like to get out and run, we should see a lot of transition tonight.
We should, and it always makes for exciting basketball, but more importantly, BA, these are teams that create easy buckets. Everything in basketball cannot be a grind. That's why these two teams are fun to watch.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Indiana on offense. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You got to be a good team to reach that feat.
Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. Puts up a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shea Gilgeous Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Now here's Siakam. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, BA, that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, BA, this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Now here's Halliburton. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Pascal Siakam with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Halliburton, and the shot goes.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Fires in the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Halliburton gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Well, that's not an easy finish. Defense, an excellent contest. Halliburton looks like he's bottled up but comes away with a bucket.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Now here's Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And here's Holmgren. He's covered by Siakam. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Pacers pull it in.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Turner passes to Halliburton. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8 points now.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Holmgren. Dort for 3. The rebound by Turner.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, following the bucket by the Pacers. Hartenstein with a screen on Halliburton. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. Pacers leading by 3. Nembhard with it, now guarded by Holmgren.
2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Tyrese Halliburton is putting in work right now. This guy getting to his spots and scoring with ease.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and limit those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Boy, you've got to have a tight handle to make that kind of move. Luke Dort, show off.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Matherin comes in for Neesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And it's McConnell in for Halliburton. Indiana leading by 3. Toppin outside. Back to McConnell. A minute 4 left in the first quarter of the game. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 4 left in the first quarter. And it's Matherin missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
McConnell with a steal. Here's Shepard. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Caruso left side. Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. Williams from long range. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll tie this game up.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shai has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Toppin outside. Over Wiggins. Indiana again missing. The Thunder have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he misses the go-ahead basket. With 1 on the clock. No luck on that one. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Continues. Intense atmosphere right now. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
The finish inside from Halliburton.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Halliburton, no good. The Thunder shooting about 47%. A nice number. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist by Caruso.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Halliburton. Another miss by Halliburton. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And here's Caruso outside. Walker pulls down the board. The Pacers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Another miss by Halliburton.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
No coverage that time. And now a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Oh, yeah!
Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Wallace. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. Pacers trail by 5. To win the run. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
The Pacers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Halliburton. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, BA, got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Now here's Halliburton. 16 points for him. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton misses. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 11-2 run. And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul for the Thunder. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins, and it's Jalen Williams in for Caruso. Pass to Dort. Back to Holmgren from outside the arc. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 7. Halliburton with the ball. Oh, Halliburton not backing down.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
2 points. That one goes.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Hartenstein. And Turner with the block. And they get it back. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Well, Doris, Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough heavyweight.
And so he hits the technical free throw. The definition of a stretch 5, Doris. Miles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a 3.
It's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range, and then Miles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
There aren't many 7-footers who can attack guys off the dribble as well as Holmgren. He'll make you pay if you're too aggressive.
Here's Neesmith. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
Assisted by Andrew Nembhard.
Williams on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. Yep, count it. Williams has gotten his first bucket of the night.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
On the court is your high squad. Who won the season?
.149 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Nembhard. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Casey Wallace. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A., because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
Second free throw, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Lets it fly. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Siakam's got his second bucket on the night. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. The Pacers pull it in. Outside Matherin. Wing shot on the way. That's good on the jumper. Now just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Dort. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Nesmith. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. And it's Matherin missing. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
And he gets the bucket.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Here's Nembhard. And the bucket is good. Nembhard's got his first points of the game. Thunder leading by 4. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams misses. The Pacers have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Nembhard outside. Let's go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. 1 second left. No good. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word.
And it's the 2K Halftime Show, Game 7, and the story so far is the quality start for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, you look at the nerves they must be feeling. Kenny, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
Oh, I felt it for myself. Nothing in the world like it. At the eye of the storm.
I'm going to have to defer to Kenny on this. Games max. Win or
sometimes 4.
Good job.
When you lost.
But
whatever.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Pacers trail by 4. Good work. Defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder shooting a solid 47%. This one for 3. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Good work there as it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Halliburton against Dort. Down low. Halliburton working through the D. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander off the left rim and out. For Indiana, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. His first shot coming late. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Well, this is the versatility that Miles Turner brings to the table. A big man who can knock down shots from the mid-range.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton looking for an opening. The Thunder pull it in. Hardenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. And Hardenstein slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force. My goodness, what a dribble drive by Mr. Tyrese Halliburton.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 22. On target from range.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
Pacers trail by 8. Here's Halliburton. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Halliburton's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's the thing about Tyrese Halliburton. This guy's going to keep you guessing. You want me to pull up and make that shot? No problem.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Thunder lead by 8. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Halliburton. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Halliburton's got 10 points in just the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. There's the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. The Pacers also with a sub. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Nesmith. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Alex Caruso. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Caruso. And Caruso drops them both. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. And here's Siakam for 3. Nails it from 3. Siakam's got 8 points.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Williams misses.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Thunder leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Halliburton. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Halliburton's got 12 points here in the second half.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter. Halliburton outside. Lets the 3 fly.
Look out.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Highlight reel dribble move. And then the athleticism takes over.
Woo! Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there. Showing all the skill. Now here's Halliburton. Give him 35. Dort with it. Siakam covering. Here's Williams. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3, Mathurin. The Thunder with the rebound. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Caruso. Boom! He jams it straight down.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Halliburton driving in. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Benedict Mathurin picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Alex Caruso.
First one falls. Indiana making a switch here. And Caruso drops them both. Eight seconds left in the third quarter. Siakam looking it over. Got it up. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Thunder leading by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is so elusive with the ball in his hands. SGA just understands how to get off the dribble drive.
Shoots. Halliburton's shot is good. Halliburton's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And here's Indiana now, following the bucket by the Thunder. And the basket by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 39.
The defense can't be so relaxed at this stage of the game. Not against him.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Here's Caruso. The kick out to Williams. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Indiana. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Halliburton. And it's good. He hits another one.
And what a night he's had. That score now ties him for the single-game playoff high for his team.
He's been nothing short of amazing tonight. A legendary playoff performance for him. Now here's McConnell. From the wing, Williams grabs the board. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time. And another one.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Wallace's shot is good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Halliburton. He takes it in, and the shot goes in. Halliburton's got 46.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Halliburton outside. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton misses. And it's Dort with the ball for the Thunder. 3-point lead. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander, who could finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go.
Oh, big-time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Tries the spin move. SGA explodes to the rim.
50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. And Williams punches it home.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
He got it again. Sensational.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And that one drops. Halliburton's got 54 points.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that three-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton misses. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. The three from Holmgren. They grab their own miss.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
Here's Halliburton. He connects! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3.
The Halliburton just has a knack for understanding what his team needs, and that was a big-time clutch delivery.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Money!
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by virtue of skill and temperament, so ready to deliver in these moments.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. And good! There's another!
And he now owns third place for most points in a playoff game.
Oh, just an incredible game. Nothing can slow him down.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? We'll see.
Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Nesmith. And here's Indiana now.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Again! What an avalanche!
And he's tied second all-time in scoring for a playoff game.
Yes, just a miraculous offensive display. This crowd on the edge of their seats.
He's equaled the great Elgin Baylor. 61 points, an extraordinary game.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. From the arc. And and he drills the triple. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
They need to find a three fast.
And they've done it. The Oklahoma City Thunder are the new NBA champions. What an incredible ride. Culminating in a championship. What a team. This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. Look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
What a matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's
Not one of my better games.
Oh, hey, we all have our.
Ready, MP.
Fans live for games like this one.
to see you at our next game, Knicks fans.
P, what's up, my man? You're hooping lately.
Man, that means a lot. You know I've been a fan of yours for a minute now.
I make me feel old, man.
Nah, that's just respect. Yo, you want to trade jerseys after the game?
I'm flattered, but you can't give them out that easy, man. You got to earn it.
All right, I'll do that.
All right, then. Let's see what you got.
Let's get it.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Al Horford. Then it's Derek White. And it's prime time in at the 1 spot. And for New York, we've got Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Porty in at the center position. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Here's primetime. Going inside, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside Achiuwa. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line. One shot.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's primetime. Anunoby covering, and it's in there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And it's Brunson missing. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. White against Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Launches it. Horford pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Brown. And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Brunson's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's primetime. Achiuwa defending. Primetime can't get it to go.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Bridges outside. All sorts of time, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
And the Celtics call time here. And a huge Knicks fan, Chris Brickley, has to be happy with what he's seeing.
They're one of the more notable trainers in all of sports. Brickley will develop your skills and your style. He leaves no stone unturned.
White, the pass to primetime. That one goes in. Primetime's got 6.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Outside Achua. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Counted from distance.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Brunson's got his third basket on the night right there.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense. Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Achua for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. He's got 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Driving in. Count that bucket. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Fires for 3. Boston pulls it in. Last time they met in Boston.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they miss. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one. But when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Pass to Achua. Brunson with it. From the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's Primetime. Brunson defending. Primetime can't get it to go.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Lets the 3 fly. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Substitution on the court.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Brunson with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Now Brown. 3-pointer. He drops it from range. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Substitution on the court.
Can you make something happen? Let's go.
Gotcha, Coach.
New York leading by 8. And you look at Jalen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jalen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Torrey Craig, and it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Primetime. After the basket by New York on the other end. The baseline J is on the way. They get it again. Holiday taking his time here. 3-pointer. And another shot. Queta, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Brunson outside. Boston pulls it in. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Drew Holiday. Pass to McBride. Back to Ball.